Today's video is sponsored by Blinkist. Blinkist is a website and app that condenses non-fiction books down to 15 minutes or less, and I love their concept because being a bibliophile myself, I find myself collecting books or lists of books to read, but never having the time to finish them all. Blinkist makes my reading easier by suggesting titles I've never heard about, recommending interesting books in genres I wasn't aware existed, and exposing me to new material, all of which I can digest within minutes. With 14 million users listening podcast style to thousands of titles available offline and full-length audiobooks at 65% off retail price, Blinkist is an excellent tool to use when relaxing or on the go. The first 100 people to go to Blinkist.com/Angelica are going to get unlimited access for 1 week to try it out. You'll also get 25% off if you decide to jump for the full membership. Thank you, Blinkist, for sponsoring this video. My link will be in the description below. Bonjour, I'm here to become a nun. Julie de Robny, that's my name. Can I become a nun now? My reasons for becoming a nun? Well, that's none of your business. I'm just kidding, please. I really need to become a nun. My reasons for becoming a nun is because I've realized I needed to get closer to God, come closer to God through the convent. I realized that by coming here, I will be very satisfied in life, and even if it's a temporary satisfaction, it'll give me such ecstasy that nothing could ever compare. You see, I have had such a eventful, let's say, an eventful life of dueling and running away with paramours and, fencing people, killing people, kidnapping people, the whole 9 yards. I was married at a very young age to a monsieur that I did not know, who was much older than me, in Versailles, and where my father lived and worked. He was an assistant to the stableman who managed the affairs of the king, including managing his horses and managing the officials within the Versailles neighborhood or Versailles community. I myself never really plugged myself into that community, let's just say. I thought it was a little too highfalutin. But I am a lady. I've just lost my way, and I'm hoping God has the compass to show me the way. I just want to get inside of God's folds, get all up in there, and just swim my way into the wetness of God's heart. Now, as I was saying, I ended up getting married, ran off with my paramour. God forgive me for that one. Ran off with my paramour. He and I had a content and loving relationship until I got bored. You see, he had murdered someone, so we ran away in a fit of passion. We wanted to make sure that we, weren't going to get penalized by the law. He wasn't going to be killed as a result of killing someone, so we ran away. But I lost touch with him, and when I lost touch with him because I got in touch with another woman who was a wonderfully beautiful woman, honestly, just extraordinary. It was just a face. So I ended up getting in touch with this thick lady. It was just a face. And we lost touch after her parents thought, oh my goodness, the reputation of this young girl, she's a dueler, she's a fencer, she's an opera singer, she's doing all of these crazy things, and she's a girl. We don't want our child associated with this. What will it do to the reputation? So they were concerned about their daughter's reputation going off with another girl who dueled and killed and fenced and sang. I mean, none to not none, or none. How do you think that made me feel? Not good, none good. But at the same time, I'm also like, you're kind of stupid for not wanting your daughter to run off with a fencing duelist who's trained in opera and can sing her pants off, literally. I mean, that's just talent right there. Talent. She's going to be living an interesting life. Reputation, schmeputation. Like, we're all equal before the eyes of God, I hope. And so it's just not, the logic just goes over my head. Yes, it was just a phase, just a phase. I am what you would characterize as being aggressively and flamboyantly heterosexual. Frankly, I have to remove myself from being surrounded by so many men just because I'm so tempted by the sin. You should accept me in your convent. If I'm removed from men, maybe then my soul will be cleansed and I can live in the light of God. I really do fear that if I'm in the presence of men, that I become the sexual deviant, and so I must surround myself with women at all times. Even in the most taboo, private moments, I must surround myself with all women, just to cleanse my male testosterone devilish nature with the sweet virginal merry waters of this church and this convent. That way I become free of this sin I got going on here. Oui, madame, I really be just damning myself at all times, at all occasions, and I must just make my way with God correctly. And I feel like I'm a really holy person. A really holy person. Let me bless you real quick. That's how holy I am. I spit on you, that's holy water. I spit bars, that's just a church right there. Bars that build up a church. I mean, I really am just designed to be in a convent. I mean, watch me pray real quick. Didn't that look earnest? That looked super earnest, didn't it? That was hella earnest. I mean, my God. There is no, our God. There really is no one that looks more earnest when it comes to praying. Here, let me bless you, my child. I'm gonna just straight up bless you real quick. I'm gonna put my hand right here on top of your head and cast out the sinful spirits that you might have, that I have inflicted you with, because I have the strength to inflict the demons off of others, but I must retain or have that same help directed to me in order to expel the demons, the sinful demons from me. So let me just press my hand onto your scalp. Be gone, demons. Be gone. Leave this woman be. She will not be tempted by women's flesh. I will not be tempted by women's flesh, because it was a phase. Let her be. She will not fall into temptation. That wet temptation of lips. She will not fall into the temptation. Be gone. Be gone. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I do mean Holy Spirit. I didn't mean anything by that. Anyways, as I was saying, I must remove myself from all of these men. The only men I want to be around is the Father and the Son. That's it. Because I'm into that three-way action. Trinity. That's gonna be my new sex move. The Trinity. I said nothing, sister. I said nothing. Of course not. Let me expel the demons from you. You're hearing things. Be gone. Cleanse her ears from this unholiness. Cleanse her ears. Let me just cleanse these ears for you. No more unholiness. No more hearing things of demonic nature. You have heard nothing. You will see no evil, speak no evil, hear no evil. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will come to you. Only holiness. How are you feeling, sister? I just want you to remain clean and pure from my energies. I want my waters to baptize you. Just squirt all over you. You're feeling better? Okay, so when do I start my nunship? How am I not accepted? I just blessed you twice. I mean, I expelled demons from you. Of course I'm the chosen one. Okay, well, so in that case, what do I have to sign? What do I gotta do? You need my, information? What exactly do you need to make this process run as smoothly as possible? Okay. But before we continue, I just need to make one thing very clear. So when it comes to being in the convent and being a nun and all of that, so I am going to be surrounded by women at every single point of the day, correct? Will I be assigned like a female partner, perhaps? Will I be able to have my own private quarters, sharing those quarters with other female, well, obviously they're female nuns? I see. I see. Yes, the temptation will be most certainly curtailed. Yes, yes. And once again, sex of any nature, but especially of the homosexual nature, is a taboo in this convent. Yes, that level of spiciness will most certainly be avoided. Let me just say, even salt is spicy for me, okay? Let me just make that point real clear. Speaking of which, do you guys have jalapenos here? I really do like spicy foods. So when it comes to the whole convent and me sharing quarters and all of that, we're not really supervised now, are we? By God? Okay, okay. Well, yeah, God and I have, of course, our deals. We have our agreements, God and I. Blessed be the Father. So, yes, of course, the Father, the Daddy, the Son, my baby girl. They all have my highest respect and honor inside my heart, and as a consequence, I hope to surround myself with my sisterly love and cleanse myself of any impurities in their eyes. Most truly. One final question. How flammable is this church? And do nuns, considering how a lot of them are old, do they often die? That's some interesting answers right there. So let's proceed on with the nun membership fees.